That's how you know we're on.
Yeah, so it's all about serving, right? You have the samurai. Samurai is somebody who serves. You have Islam is all about serving. You have Jesus in Last Supper serving his own disciples, and you find examples of serving all the time. You're constantly service. If you go in and try to figure out how to be the best possible employee, being successful, it boils down to being of service. So, who is truly successful? I think it is one of your favorite books, actually, The 21 Rules. At some point, it says you need to anticipate what your manager is thinking and do everything that takes headaches away from him, right? So, if he gives you good instructions, you can actually anticipate what he's going to need and do it beforehand and make sure that he has the best possible service that you can. You are a servant. You are everybody's servant at all times. There is a movie though that has a nice quote I like.
Let me guess. La Vita Bella.
Yep, that one.
Got him good.
We had never talked about this before, have we? And yeah, in that particular movie, at some point, it talks about it says you are a server, but you're not a slave. You're a servant in that sense. That is true. You are to serve everyone, but you're not a slave of everyone. There is dignity in serving. The moment in which I participate to the common life at large, I am serving the community. When I help somebody out in any way, I'm serving the community. When I do something that's good for someone else other than me, I am serving. However, that doesn't make me below them. In many ways, it makes me above them. And that brings me, in a way, to understand the concept, the triangular structure, the pyramidal structure, if you want. And when you look at a pyramidal structure, in a social sense, you have the top of the pyramid waiting upon the rest of the pyramid. So you have everybody at the bottom of the pyramid supporting a small minority at the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one way of looking at it. You can look at it that way. There's another way of looking at it, in which the top of the pyramid is actually doing the work. The top of the pyramid is leading the way, pulling up the rest of the pyramid towards higher realms. It's like the brain and the body. The brain is the only part of the body that technically doesn't do anything, right?
Sure.
Your lungs breathe, the process, whatever, but the brain gives orders. Okay, you do this, you do that one. The brain is also in service of the body because it allows the body to be healthy, both by listening to the body, adapting to the body, and guiding the body towards what it needs to do, right? So if the brain is a bad leader, the body is sick. If the brain is a good leader, the body is healthy. So the brain is not absorbing from the body just for the sake of it. It's actually serving the body through what it does, taking the responsibility of it. Now you put that into your whatever type of situation, whether at work or at school or at home or with your whatever, in every situation. The moment in which you start thinking of every action you do as a form of service to somebody, to something, you are in a way putting yourself below, because technically you are the one bringing the food, you are the one doing helping somebody, you are the one how can I say it, losing arguments, if you will, not actually winning your confrontations in some ways and bringing peace, when in fact you are at the top, because by your actions of bringing peace, of diffusing situations, not wanting to be the first at all times, not wanting to have this cult of your own personality. And yes, I did say just that, cult of your own personality. You don't need to be starting to do that. You can be whomever it is that you are and still have in your head a cult of yourself. Once you move out of that and start looking at ways in which your every action is in service of something or someone, you are actually above everyone. Because you're creating the conditions for everyone to rise, which is the pyramidal structure. By becoming the servant of everyone, you have created conditions to pull everyone up from where they are to somewhere above them. And you see, I see that a lot. As a teacher, I saw that, of course, a lot. You become the student servant. You are, as a teacher, the student servant. When you are understanding of the student's need, and when you are strict with the student, you're serving the student. That's the mentality. When I do security, you know how many times it is people try to get under my skin, or they behave in such a stupid way, mostly alcohol related. They get so drunk and they start being stupid. And that is time for you to serve them. And sometimes serving them, is being like respectful of the person in front of you. So it's time to go. If the person becomes belligerent, I'm not going to chop his head off, but you're going to make sure he leaves the club in one piece, and he leaves the club happy. He leaves the club with a good experience in his background.
Yeah, I know you're like Bruce Banner. So many days without incident at the club, right?
Yep. So far we have a year and a half.
You're like the Hulk that didn't need to Hulk out.
That's it, yeah. But the point is that if that ever happens, I screwed up somewhere. Because the point is servicing the club, the people working in the club, the customers of the club, the owner of the club, making sure they have a good experience with me. That, on the other hand, creates the conditions for my part of the club to be good. I cannot guarantee for the whole thing, but I participate to the wellness of my workplace, which translates into a good thing for me, because I can keep my job, or I can have good relationships with people, etc., etc., etc. Now, here's the crucial point. In the moment in which you understand this, you understand that your life is in fact of service, but yet you're not a slave. You're a servant because you're pulling people up from where they are to a higher place. How do you accomplish this? How do you become capable of doing something like this? You have to self-perfect. Why does the drunk guy fail at provoking me? Why do I need to prove I'm the best at everything, even when I am? Why don't I get upset when my manager comes to me and goes like, hey man, we need to work on this particular thing? Because you work constantly, day in, day out, 24/7, every minute of your life, every breath, on self-perfection. It is kind of strange in the sense that you will look at self-perfection as a goal. You start today, and one day you will achieve this result of being perfect. That's not the case. There is no result to achieve in the first place, because there's always something else you can do, always a point in which you can chisel. The very process of finding a way to perfect yourself, that very process is the result. Something happens to you while you attempt to do that for the sole purpose of being better at whatever it is that you're pursuing, that makes you perfect. And the moment in which you're perfect, you're strong. The moment in which you're strong, truly strong, not only you're impossible to break, but you're also capable of spreading this particular strength onto others. And the way you do it is through service. It closes the circle. What is the warrior class? The warrior class is not the class that absorbs resources for the sake of that. It shouldn't be. Sometimes it becomes that. But it shouldn't be just the class that absorbs resources for themselves, otherwise they can turn against you. They are the class that are in charge of actually protecting you, of making your life better, and of providing for you. That is the warrior class. How can a warrior class become strong enough to do that, and yet not turn against some people? By the warrior class actually working on themselves. So when you look at the myth of the warrior, whether it is the Bushido type of myth, the knight type of myth, and whatever kind of myth you can find, you're looking at somebody trying to tell you, in order to be the best, you actually fight yourself. You perfect yourself over time. When we have discussions, we don't always agree, and sometimes you guys go like, well, this thing you're completely wrong about. And we fight with each other over that particular concept, not trying to find a middle path or a middle solution, but trying to find the actual truth. And that includes that, I need to be open to the possibility that there is something I have to learn that I haven't seen before, in spite of who I may be now. You mentioned sometimes my background, which of course I had some academic success behind me, and other achievements. And yet, you will find something somewhere that I can overlook. Just like when you talk about that you can be like the greatest martial artist in the world. If you miss the timing, boom, you missed everything.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Even you have to have the kind of humility to actually get to really be that master. So being the warrior class has to do with you fighting against yourself to be more and more perfect for the purpose of serving your people.